Hello and welcome to Tuesday Talk with Gail. It's real talk with Gail, is what it is. I hope you guys are doing great today. It's Tuesday. Sometimes we look at Tuesday as just being an ordinary day because, Monday is like, Monday, right? And so everybody dreads Monday. And everybody loves Wednesday, or halfway happy with Wednesday because it's hump day, because you're getting close to the end of the week. And then there's Friday, and it's like, yay, it's Friday. So we celebrate. But Tuesday doesn't get much attention. So today I wanted to talk about something about Tuesday and how it can transform your life. I am Gail Taggart, and I want to welcome you today to this talk because this is an important subject, because so many women feel like we have to get permission to be what we want to be, to do what we want to do, to pursue what we want to pursue. And so I love to empower women that are 55 plus that are still looking and are yearning for their dreams, their passions, their joy, whatever they're looking for. And it's to help them find clarity, beat those fears and get rid of them and step into your power. That is what it's about. And so today I want to talk about that with you. And so today we're going to talk about stopping and waiting. Why do we always do that, right? Well, because by the time we're 50 or 55 and older, we probably have already raised a couple of humans, and they're probably maybe middle school to high school, maybe college for some of us. And those that are older than 55, say in their 60s, probably empty nesters, have grandchildren, and maybe retired from your jobs, or looking to retire. But you know what? You still are looking for permission. And you're looking for that permission to live your life the way you want to live it. You've dreamed of having a certain life, but life has gotten in the way, and such as family, jobs, parents, anything, moving from one state to another, just life gets in the way. And so I know I've been there, so I know all this. And so this is something that when you have a dream and you have a passion, then you want to pursue it. And you can't let anything get in the way, because the truth is no one is coming to save you. No one is going to say, okay, here, let me take you, and we're going to take you down this path. You've always been the one to help other people. You've always been the one to lead them. You've always been the one to wipe their noses. You've always been the one to cook the meals, to wash the clothes, to clean the house, to pick up from school, from sports. You've always been the one to be there for the husband, for the parents. And inside, there is a yearning. There is something going on that you have this deep down burn for more. There's a point in every woman's life that when she realizes she's been dimming her light. It's a light that has been there for a long time, but because of life and situations, the light has been dimmed. Her confidence has maybe gone away. She doesn't have that self-worth. She feels like, nobody's paying attention to her. She may even feel invisible to her spouse or her partner or to her kids. For someone to notice her is crucial and is potential. But today, I want you to hear this. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect. You don't need to be perfect. You just need the power. You just need to find the power. And the power that comes from showing up anyway. Doesn't matter how you do it. You just show up. If that means running out of the house with dirty hair, you do it. Put it in all cap, put it in a ponytail, put it in a clip. If it means showing up without makeup, it's okay. Throw on some lipstick. You know, power comes from using your own words. And when you're using your own words, that's your own voice. And you're taking your own action when you do that. You've already have what's inside of you. It's already there. You've got the clarity, the courage, the creativity. It's just been buried underneath all the doubt and the noise. When you start showing up for yourself, speaking into your own goals, your own dreams, your own desires, backing your own dreams and your own desires and goals, those have been buried all this while. So you're going to pull those out. They're in the back there with all the other stuff that's been going on in your life. When you start showing up for yourself and speaking into your goals and backing your dreams with action, that's when everything begins to shift. You become the woman who saves herself. You become the light, the strength, the example for other women that are watching you. I have 3 tips for you today. And before I do that, I'm going to this is a personal note. I have been there. I know what it's like to dim the light. I got married at a young age. I had a child at a young age. I had a second one later on. And I was busy doing all the things, just like everyone else. And then after a midlife change, then, you know what? I had to find myself. But I thought I found myself, but I really didn't find myself. I found part of me. I found my voice that had been squashed for years by control, by fear, by struggles. And so I understand what you go through when you are trying to find yourself, to live through your dreams and your passions and accomplish your goals. It's not too late. You can do it at any age, at any time. I'm in my 70s and I started in my 60s. Anybody can do it. You just have to have the will and the passion and the know-how and the leadership to get you there. So here are 3 steps to help you get into your power. Own your own story, all of it, the good, the bad, the ugly, and share it. Because you're not only talking about your past stories, you're talking about someone else's past stories. You are actually helping someone else who maybe hasn't quite gotten there yet. They haven't quite found the confidence yet or the courage to speak up. They're still waiting because of judgment of others, because of doubts, insecurities, not sure if they want to put it out there. So that is probably the biggest thing that held me back, was judgment. I was worried about what other people were going to say or think about me. being on social media, talking about things, talking about my life, talking about what I've gone through. But you know what? That's okay, because my story is someone else's story is someone else's story. It's not the same story, but there's similarities. So you want to share your wins, you want to share your heartaches, you want to share your lessons. And that's what's shaped you today as a person. And when you stop hiding the parts of you that you felt ashamed of, that's when you start to own them. And that's when you start to grow. That's when your power begins. And that's when your story begins. So you want to speak the truth over your fear. Fear loses its grip when you call it out. The more you speak the words of faith, truth, confidence, the less the fear is. Fear doesn't like hearing all those positive words. So it will start to back down. But you have to step through it. You have to keep walking through it. It's like fire. You got to walk through it to get to the other side. Start replacing those words with, when you have those fears of, when the fears that come in, you want to take those fears and start replacing them with, I can't, with learning how to speak to yourself with power and intention. The words you say become the life you live. So no more saying negative words. No more saying I can't do that. No more saying something's going to hold me back. No more saying I'm too old. I don't have enough information. I just don't know enough. I got to take another course. I got to do something else. No, you don't. You have all the tools that you need. God has put them inside of you, in your stories, in your life. It's your life story. Write a book about it. Take action before you feel ready. That's a big one. Power grows through movement. And when you stop waiting for confidence to show up, it builds one small, brave action step at a time. Do the thing even if it shakes you to your knees. Do the thing even if it makes your stomach hurt. Do the thing even if right before you have to go live, or right before you're going to call somebody or do something that's going to push you forward with a goal or your dream, and all of a sudden you break down and cry. I've been there. I have sobbed because I was just like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I'm strong enough. I don't know if I have this. But you know what? You do. You do have it. And you know you do. You just have to have the confidence. You have to have that person back there saying, you got this, girl. You are good. You just go and just reach for the stars. You can do it. So courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to move away. It's the decision to move forward anyway with the fear. Take the fear along with you, because it's okay. But the confidence is going to outrun the fear. I know this again. I've told this story before that I, had never gone on a woman's retreat by myself before. And I had gone and I met a bunch of women I had never known, except I knew them online, and I had to meet them in person. And I thought, oh my God, what's going to be like? How is it going to be? Are they going to like me? Am I going to fit in? I was the oldest one in the group. It's just like, okay, How are they going to treat me? Are they going to treat me, like I'm an old person and feel sorry for me? Or are they going to treat me as part of the girls? It's just, and then I had to worry about, oh my gosh, I've got to maneuver a new airport I've never been in. What happens if I get lost? I can't tell you how many fears I had. But I prayed and I prayed. And I've read a book and I've done a lot of mindset work to work through it. And I just got on that plane and I told myself I was safe. I am safe. I am safe. And so when you have that fear and you allow that fear to take over and to steal your power, and to steal your thunder, to steal your joy, your passion, then you're not living. You're not living the life you're meant to live. So Tuesday can be a totally super special day. It can be your transformation day. I hope that this little live helps somebody, and I hope it transforms, even if it's just one person. I hope it transforms one life because it's worth it. So maybe today's the day you stop waiting. Maybe today's the day that you decide, I'm done playing small. I'm done giving my power away. You've got everything it takes to become who you were meant to be. And it starts right here, right now. So if you are ready, I would like to invite you to just drop power below. If you want to find your power and you're looking for something to help you find, or someone to help you find that power, then I want to be that person. I am that person. Why? What makes me qualified? Well, for one, I've lived through it. I've done it. I've learned. I've pushed through. I've cried. I've laid in a lonely bed in the dark all by myself. I've had the hard knocks when I had everything and it was all taken away. I wasn't homeless, but I was lonely. So I understand. I understand the pains and the struggles. I do. And I understand that sometimes it takes later in life to find your voice. And it takes time later in life to be able to actually have the courage to stand up to something that you stand for. So if today helped you in any way, please drop power below. And then let me circle back and just say, hey, let's have a chat. If you know of anyone that could use this live right now, this video, please share it. I would love for you to share it out. There's many people that could get this message, because there are so many women out there that are hurting right now, that are struggling, that are in pain, that want goals, that want to achieve those high ranks, that want to start a business, that want to take a vacation, but they're just afraid. So we have to help them transform and step into their own power and step into their voice, like I have. So I would love to invite you to that. And I really do think that this is a really good message today. I'm not sure where this message came from. It just all of a sudden popped in my head today. And I thought, you know what? Somebody needs to hear this. So I hope you guys go and have a great day. I will see you next Tuesday, same time, same place. And as always, remember to be kind to one another. See you next time, and share this video out to anybody that you know, and hit replay and let me know where you're coming in from so I can give you a shout out. See you later. Bye.